Interested to see if you know this because it's something kind of from our childhood, but it's not something that I was like, really into. Um,
All right, give it to me.
if you like to listen to bottom fives, if boomer moments can make you smile, if you like Corinne cussing up a storm and Joey saying something real vile, have we got a show for you. Long lost past, long lost past, long lost past, long lost past. Corinne, Joey, gotta be on the spouse. I probably
No, no, I didn't know. No clue what that one was.
could. That is the Veggie Tales theme song.
I didn't watch that one.
I think Veggie Tales is one of those sneaky religious things, like the band Creed, where you like don't
Abs
know it's religious.
Absolutely was.
Yeah. But like for some reason, I played this song for Tommy, my oldest, and like we had to listen to that shit for a lot of times, or we had to listen to it a lot of times in a row for a week or two. Welcome to Long Lost Pals, episode 13. This is what you call a baker's dozen, a lucky number for some, an unlucky number for other. Hopefully, it's a lucky number for us in terms of views, and we finally cracked that number seven. That we it's been eluding us for the past couple episodes. We're either getting less funny, or I don't know what's happening, but it's just it's a steady decline. But my name is Joey.
What's up, guys? I'm Karrin. Let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. I know I sound like shit right now. I was at the weekend concert last Friday, and I guess I thought that I was the one performing, so I sound like this.
Better the concert than that trash ass movie.
Hopefully by next time we record, I sound better.
Hey, better to sound bad than look bad. So we're going to start off with our bottom five segment where we, instead of listing our top five things of a given category, we list our bottom five. And this week we're doing one hit wonders. And I don't want to hear, Corinne's mom probably reaching out to us and saying, like, that's actually not a one hit wonder. They have other songs. To my knowledge, and I'm sure to Corinne's knowledge, from what I know, these are one hit wonders and they didn't have any other songs that made it big. Surely they made other songs, but these
Yeah.
are ones where you only know one song from them. Going
Mhm.
first, we get 2.5 minutes for this segment, and
Let's
I
hear.
will start. Um, Number five, I'm going with Summer Girls by LFO. I don't know much about LFO. I don't know if they're a boy band. I don't know if they're a group of rappers. They look like a boy band. And if they are rappers, it's the trashiest rap of all time. The chorus goes, New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick. I like to think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. I take them if I had one wish. There's no singing, and if it's rapping, none of that shit actually rhymes. LFO, dumb song, you're number five. Number four, I'm going with Panda by Designer. First of all, bitch, what are you saying? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked it when it first came out, but his Iman Shumpert looking ass, I can't understand a single word. I understand I got broads in Atlanta, and I understand the word panda. Everything else is mumbling to the extreme. I know mobile rap is a thing, but I can't hear a word that fool is saying. And you know what? Didn't make a good song after that shit. And I'm happy he didn't because Kanye signed him. And I hope Kanye lost a shitload of money off that because he's a bad person. Number three, I'm going with Invisible by Clay Aiken. So I will admit that I liked this song at first when it first came out. But when you listen to the lyrics, it's like the Peeping Tom national anthem. It literally goes, if I was invisible, I would just watch you in your room. This guy's a nosy little pervert, like his name was Kevin McAllister. He's no Ruben Studdard, that's for sure. I'm sorry for 2004. Clay Aiken, you're number three on my list. Number two, I'm going Turn Me On by Kevin Little. So I am no like I'm one of those people. I'm not a big like singing shows person, like The Voice, like American Idol. Like I used to watch those shows occasionally, and I'm like, damn, that person's pretty good. And Simon Cowell, like, that is the worst thing I've ever heard. And I'll be like, oh shit, my bad, dog. I knew Kevin Little was trash as fuck at singing the whole time. Also, not attractive. You're singing a song about getting turned on, bitch. Nobody's trying to hear that from you. You either got to be sexy or get a voice. One of the two. That song sucked. That's number two. And number one, I'm going Gangnam Style. Usually I list all the things, that suck, but the whole thing sucks. It had 2012 in a chokehold. I don't know how. It's literally possibly the worst song I've ever heard in my life. I hate it so much. And again, you couldn't escape it in the year 2012. That is my bottom five. Also discovered through this whole process, I like most one hit wonders. This is why it was kind of a challenging one. Because I was like, the reason they're one hit wonders is because they got one good song. This was a more challenging than I expected to. Bottom five complete.
100% agree with you with Gangnam Style. Very anti-black that you don't like Turn Me On. Sorry, hate to tell you. That song is goated. It's fucking jerseys in the rafters in black culture. Hate to tell you. Panda, you're tripping. That song went stupid in the club, which is the only time that you need to listen to it. And I actually like that Summer Girls song. I didn't ever like actually like turn it on though. Like it was just like, oh, it's on the radio. And I was like, oh, this is, it's
It's one of those songs I like for like nostalgia purposes. And the more I listen to it, I was like, God, this song sucks. And I just don't get what their whole shtick is. I'm like, how did this make it big? Because it's not good rapping. And again, I'm like, maybe they have other songs that actually sing. I just don't know what they do. Maybe they're like just or attractive. I don't really know much. I just know that it was big in like 1999 or whatever, which was really easy to make it back then.
right. All right, cue it up. I'm ready.
Go for it.
Number five, I'm going with Who Let the Dogs Out. I gotta tell you, by the Bob, man. Fuck that fucking song. It was even annoying as fuck in elementary when it came out. It's at every fucking field day and every fun run, every fucking school is set. Who let? I'm like, all right, guys, are we not over this? And kids will run the shit out of a song. So they were playing that motherfucker everywhere. That song was annoying as shit. That's my number five. Number four, I'm Too Sexy
Mm.
by that what's his name? Right Said Fred. First of all, I came across a video and looking for the song. He's not sexy. He's ugly as fuck, actually. He has a nice body. I'll give him that one. He was in the gym and he thought I'm just sexy from the neck down, and that's all. No, sir. The face was not fucking there. That's number one. Number two, the lyrics sound like a second grader wrote. I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my pet. Like what? Who wrote this for you, dude? There's no way that he made any other music, because if he did, his fucking kid must have wrote the shit for him. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Number three. I'm sorry, 2004 by Ruben Sutter. You know why? Because he wrote that song in 2003. How in the fuck are you going to write a song about apologizing for future you being trash? I'm sorry I cheated on you and was out of the club late. And you just, what the fuck are you? I'm sorry for the future shit that I'm about to do to you. Fuck you, Ruben Sutter. The song was weak as fuck, anyways. Number two, kind of like Gangnam Style. Do you remember that song, Cheerleader? Think I found myself a
You talked about
cheerleader.
that song before.
Bro, fuck that song. It was everywhere. It was so fucking annoying. It was like one of the first ones, like Gangnam Style, that went like viral, and it was just fucking everywhere. And I was like, God, this song sucks so fucking bad. Let's get into number one real quick because I had a lot of shit to talk about this one. / Never Leave You by Lumity. Uh, 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 uh. Fuck that song. First of all, she sampled Sean Paul's best beat, Get Busy. And then the bitch had the nerve to sing off key for the whole fucking song. Girl, you gonna steal Sean Paul's shit and then ruin it? Every time that song came on, I thought it was Get Busy. And then I'd be like, trying to get my, and then, I'm like, number one, fuck that song.
A couple of things like where to start. I was a big Who Let the Dogs Out guy. I'm not gonna lie. Still,
I know you were the fucking one who ran it down.
hey man, the doggies know they don't have a bone. I had the CD, had the album, and everything. So
Oh
disrespecting my boy Ruben. He makes some valid points. Don't disrespect that guy. Like also doing a lot of dirt for somebody who's not that good looking. Like I mean,
I guess big dudes be getting played.
hey, nothing against big dude. I'm like, but what? Who are these women? But yeah, big Ruben started. Sorry for 2004 guy. No beef with too sexy for my shirt. What was the other one? Yeah, what was your number one again?
Cheerleader.
I that one's fine. And then your number one was.
Uh Lumity. I
Oh,
fucking
I mean,
hate
I got no problem with that one at all.
uh,
If you want me, is it that one? Stay,
yes, bro.
never leave. Yeah, I mean, it's
No,
cool with
fuck
me.
that. She should have left that beat alone. Just leave the Sean Paul. He did what needed to be done on it.
What's the song right now? It's like because it's the same shit for me. Like I was in a car recently. Oh, was it like Throw Some D's that they like? There's like a Kendrick song and somebody else that's like there's some song now, and I'm not hip enough to know what it is. But there was like I was in a car with a coworker, And I thought Throw Some D's was coming on the radio. And that's like my favorite song of all time. So I was getting like very hyped about it. And it was like all of a sudden like Kendrick started rapping and it was something else. I was like, all right, this is some bullshit right here.
I
Uh,
feel like I might have heard it, but I like in passing.
I'm old and lame. I don't know. That wraps up bottom five. So we are going to now move on to we're doing the test of time this week. And this week we did a test of time with the album. And we did No Strings Attached, which I believe is NSYNC's second studio album from the year 2000. If you don't count the Christmas albums, I think I saw they had some Christmas albums in between that first album. It's like,
Bangers.
yeah.
Bangers.
But this is their second album, so it must have come out when we were in third grade. So kind of wild to think about, right? New millennium. So, Corinne, I'll let you get started. Oh, with when we do test of time with albums, we do our favorite song, our least favorite song, a number of skips, and then we give it 1 out of 5 star rating. And Corinne, whenever you, and our overall thoughts. Corinne, whenever you're ready, you have the floor.
All right. I feel like first of all, album starts off hot. Bye bye bye. It's gonna be me, Space Cowboy. Their just got paid cover. I was like, oh, this is just got paid. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know that they covered that one. So sick that they got Left Eye on the feature. Super fucking dope. Um, I feel like it wasn't ordered correctly because the album gets like slower and less. I don't want to say it gets worse, but it like the mood just doesn't like I feel like they just didn't order it right. Okay, I want to say best song is either again, I'm an R&B girly, so that's always going to be it's either This I Promise You. Like you can't fuck up with like it's a classic, bro. You can't take it from that. Or That's When I'll Stop Loving You. Also love that one, which I had never heard before. Also a banger. Love both of those. Honestly, I want to say my least favorite song was the last one. I Thought She Knew. I was like, y'all put this as it was kind of like the Spice Girls album that we talked about. Like
Wasn't that
this was the
bad?
best. Like it
It
wasn't
wasn't
that
that
bad.
bad. Relax.
No,
Okay,
no,
time
no, no,
out.
no, no.
Different class.
They sound amazing on it, but I was like, this is it just wasn't what I thought that they should have ended the album with. There was some great bangers in there. I would only say there was only like one or two skips on there. Um, I thought she knew for sure. I'm sorry, I just gotta say it. And maybe like Bringing the Noise was kind of lame. But other than that, like I wanted to pull up the track list just so I know. Just Got Paid was fire. It Makes Me Ill, banger, no strings attached, banger. I was like, yo, there's some fucking bangers on here. Overall, I give the album like 4.5 out of 5. I think it was a good album. I was surprised. That's my review. No strings attached.
I'm excited because we have some very similar thoughts on certain things and some very opposite thoughts on certain things. So let me just not waste any time and get into mine. I would first like to say that this is the third grade. This is around the time where people were like, "Hey, if you listen to NSYNC, you're gay." And you know what? If listening to NSYNC makes me gay, happy Pride Month to me because NSYNC fucking rules. So, a couple of things about this album. I agree with you because I was listening to it and I was like, man, this feels like a bit of like a hard listen, and I couldn't figure out why. Because I was like, there's so many good songs in here. I think it might be the order. I think that might be what it is because it felt like a chore almost. I'm like, I like these songs individually, but I'm like, why is this album like bothering me for some
It
reason?
wasn't the flow. It didn't flow.
And I feel like Chicken and Beer and the Spice Girls album until the last song, I was like, I'm just riding through these, and I'm like, so this was like weirdly like my least enjoyable listen out of all of them in terms of like a whole album. But it's got a lot of hits. I mean, you got literally Bye 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 first, and then you go into what's the second one? It's
Gonna be me.
yeah, it's gonna be me, and then you got Space Cowboy, and then you got Bringing the Noise, which is kind of lame. It's from that Disney Channel original movie. And then they've got a couple other ones. So this is where our thoughts kind of differ a little bit. What I realized about like Space Cowboy, I only like the chorus. Like any of the actual bars in between are trash as hell, like trash as fuck. And like Left Eye, I thought it was so dope that she was on there, but I was like, it felt really forced. It was just like this weird verse at the end. It felt like it didn't fit the whole song. So to me, that was kind of weird. I like the idea of her being on it. The second thing I completely disagree with you. I hate the Just Got Paid covered. I love the original song because it's in Love and Basketball, which is my favorite movie soundtrack of all time and one of my favorite movies. And I just feel like a cover that didn't need to happen. I didn't like that. Original has a special place in my heart. My least favorite song was actually No Strings Attached. I thought that beat was like weirdly aggressive. That and I was like, all right, bitch, calm down. It's not that serious. I try to be like, what's my favorite song? Let me pick one. It's Bye 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 is the best song. But in terms of battle for second, This I Promise You or I'll Be Good for You are my runners up, and then I'll Stop Loving You is my third favorite. I give it 3.75 out of 5, strictly because what we said, it was like a hard listen because of the order of the songs. But overall, I thought it was a good album.
In Love and Basketball, does that song play when they're at the dance?
Yes, the very beginning, like right when they shift to the dance.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
making sure that I remember correctly.
It's
No, I yeah, it's no, it's a good song, but I really like their cover.
Oh, I don't think I said, oh, the skips, my bad. I took too much time. But the skips, I would skip Space Cowboy just 'cause I don't like the lyrics. I would skip Just Got Paid, and then I would also skip what's the one I said it was my least favorite song,
The
the name of the album, No Strings Attached.
Oh, No Strings Attached. I like that one. Surprisingly, at first I didn't, but on the second listen, I was like, I like the beat more. No strings. I was like,
Also, real quick, we got to touch on this. I know this is over technically, but I will not. I refuse to move on until one of us touches on this. Um, Digital Love or Digital Get Down,
digital. Yeah, that I was like,
the original on the hotline, like they paved the way for Pretty Ricky. They're talking about I don't know what you're
for
doing in
real.
2000 because there wasn't like FaceTime and Skype didn't exist, so I don't know what kind of like
No,
big ass webcam they had set up, but they're talking about phone sex or like video sex. I was like, okay, NSYNC, getting
bro.
freaky out here.
And then he said 20,000 miles away. I was like, damn, where's she at?
That's a time change, baby. Like it's what you got her
Is she
doing
in
at
Europe?
what you got her doing at 2 p.m. when it's like the wee hours of the morning with you. But
Oh, dead
hope
ass.
she don't got she must not have a job. But no, that one
Dead
too
ass.
good to ignore. And I was like, yo, what is happening? I didn't see this coming.
Oh, dead, bro.
And that wraps up our test of time segment. I'm glad you pointed out though the order of the songs, 'cause that must have been what was bothering me because I was like, this is like a tough listen. I was like, individually the songs are so good, and like the ones that sounded
Yeah.
R&B-ish, like
Yeah,
appreciate.
once you get into the second half of the album, I'm like, can we wrap this
Yeah, and we were talking about this earlier. It's almost like a homework assignment. Like you got to like make yourself listen to it a few times so you can like give a like an accurate
Yeah.
analysis. Like we're music people. I just told you I
Yeah.
don't know how to evaluate singing. But no, it was like I was like, all right, dog, I'm kind of tired of this shit. All right, so we're gonna move on now to our boomer moment of the week. Boomer moment of the week is just time for us to complain about something that's pissed us off. And I'm going first. And I got to tell you, man, mine for this week is so, we have kids now, so we don't go to the bar a lot. So a lot of those times going to the bar have been replaced with going to coffee shops. My daughter's a seasonal bread connoisseur. She likes pumpkin bread. She likes zucchini bread. This coffee shop right down the street got the good shit for her, right? So we go there, drink coffee. It's a big cold brew guy. I'm a simple order, cold brew, splash of oat milk. Usually they tax for the oat milk. I don't know why that's a big deal. Like you're not going out there and milking the oats. So I don't know why it's so. I was out in a fancy part of town the other day for work, and I had to make a pit stop because for my job, I go to a lot of places. Things shut down at 12, so I had to go somewhere and kill some time. Cold brew was $9. Bitch, what type of magic beans, what type of holy water are you making this shit with? It's the easiest thing I can buy. A small is $8, a large is $9. How the fuck is coffee $9? And you're that deep in already. Like I walked in, I saw the price, I wanted to leave. I didn't want to look that broke. But then like 8 or 9, it's like at that point you might as well just go all the way in, jump in the deep end, drown yourself. Over $10 with tip for coffee. Let's get real here.
Yeah, inflation.
Did it?
I be seeing some of these prices, and it's crazy because, like, even though you can afford it, like you said, like, I don't want y'all to think that I'm broke, but damn, it's crazy to pay this much.
I was so tempted to walk out. Like I just couldn't do it. I was like, I don't usually have pride with shit like that, but I was like, this is gonna look super broke. And I'm like just because you're in a fancy part of town, they're like, oh, this regular ass coffee, shit, $9.
You walking brokey.
Yeah, just making up prices. Like, hey, how much you want to charge for a coffee? Shit, I don't know, $9. Like that's
I
exactly how
know,
they made the menu.
brokey.
Yeah,
All right, give me the timer. Let's go.
you got it.
Okay, the things that be pissing me off. You go into like a public restroom and you go in your little stall, blah blah blah, and you go to lock that door and the lock ain't lined up. You had this many jobs. You had the contractors had this many fucking jobs. How hard is it to make sure that the fucking lock lines up with the goddamn slot that it's supposed to slide it. Now I gotta, I'm too short. I can't hold this. Now I gotta either use my foot to hold the damn, or I gotta use my hand, or I gotta do everything one handed so I can hook. Bro, I can't even take a piss because the door is like swinging. Hey, bro, what one job? How hard? I know it's not hard. I know it's not hard. It's not hard to line up the lock with the goddamn, I don't even know what the fuck the slot thing that it's supposed to go into. That should be pissing me the fuck off. It's not that
Literally,
hard. It's not rocket science.
people see out here seeing you take a pee pee, man. That's not what you want.
Come on, man.
I can't relate because that's the one thing. Like, if the urinals are full, first of all, we don't need to go into this right now. Men's bathrooms are a wild place in general. Like, just like the difference in like how urinals are and shit. But like, if the urinals are full and you decide to go in a stall, like, bitch, I don't care if that door's open. You see my back, unless you're one of
Yeah.
those weirdos that got your whole ass out, pants down your ankles, like you're in elementary school. All right. Elementary school bathrooms are a wild place when you're a kid. I could tell stories that I still remember from being 8 or 9 years old. Like people just doing some crazy shit. All right, we are going to move on now to quick news where we touch on five current event topics that vary in um, category, I guess you could say. And we're gonna get cracking with that. And Malia, not Malaya, she was trying to tell me it was Malia Obama. We had a whole discussion about this. I got to call you out for that. You were trying to make me look stupid, and it is Malia.
Bro, I double checked for you just
I'm
so
just,
I just because I was like, maybe I am wrong. Shit.
I'm just kidding. But Malia Obama dropped her last name in the credits of a movie, The Heart, that she wrote and directed. Would you do the same, like as a noble thing, or would you try to coast off your family name if you were her?
I would use every ounce of nepotism that I could to get as far as I could in life. Fuck that coasting shit and trying to separate. Absolutely not. My daddy was the president, motherfucker. Watch my movie. All right. The New York Knicks head coach Tom Thibodeau was fired after taking his team to its first conference finals in 25 years. Did the Knicks fuck up?
The Knicks was such a poverty franchise for the longest. They're like the Cowboys version of the NBA, where their fans just think they're going to be the shit every year, and they were trash as hell for the longest. And now y'all get to a conference finals, you're gonna fire your coach. I get that there's like issues with his strategic coaching and stuff, but great coaches don't grow on trees. I don't know who the hell they're going to get. That's a mistake in my opinion. Elon Musk showed up to his going away party with a black eye that was supposedly from his 5-year-old. You buying that shit?
Of course not. He was drunk or high and fucked himself up. Number one. Number two, if it was true, which it is not, if a fucking 5-year-old can do that to you, bro, wait till you see what I'm gonna do to you. Anyways, all right. The NBA finals start on Thursday with the Pacers going up against the Thunder. You initially had the Thunder being there. Do you still think that they're going to beat the Pacers?
They're gonna whoop their ass. Like I hope it's a good series, but like the Thunder are the best team. I've been rooting against them, even though I picked them. It's not a bold pick. I mean, they're the best team all year, but I've been literally rooting against them like every series. I just don't want them to be the next Golden State Warriors and be dominant for a whole bunch of years. But I got Thunder in five. Uh, there's a challenge on TikTok that has people trying to outrun family members and significant others that are police officers. Do you think you could outrun a cop
Think I have, motherfucker.
at this day and age? High
Ah,
school doesn't count because I did
it's
in high
been a
school too.
while. It's been a while. At this age, maybe. It depends on the cop.
Some of the fools look weak as shit. I'm like, don't post this shit.
Yeah, a couple of y'all, yeah, a couple of y'all can't do this challenge because we gonna
what,
know we gonna know who.
what county you in? I'm breaking some laws there. Um,
Exactly.
also, this will be the only time I defend Elon Musk in my whole life, but I would just like to say I got a scratch on my nose right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's a big target. My kid scratches the shit out of me, hits me. She elbowed me in the eye recently. It didn't blacken or
Did
anything,
you
but
get up? Was it black though?
it could have been. I couldn't open that bitch for a while. I was like tearing
I'm
up
not
and shit.
shut the fuck.
Kids are violent, man. So that's the only time I'll stand up for him. But he probably did some other shit. That wraps up quick news. We're gonna have to expand the timer because we go over every time, and there's no point to keep making it a minute and a half if we never hit it. Like we've never even been remotely close. So let's just make it 2 or 2.5 minutes, and we'll take it from there. We're gonna get into the last part of the show, which is recommendations, where we recommend a movie, show, song, activity, whatever the case may be, that we want you to partake in. And I guess I'm going first. Um, I've got two things, but I'll choose the funnier one. Friday Night Tykes. You ever heard of that? It's a reality show that follows Pee Wee football teams around in Texas, and it is the most wild. It's like if you're a dirtbag, you like reality TV, and you want to take it down even a lower notch. This shit is hilarious, man. These coaches take it so goddamn seriously, and it's like very problematic at times, but quite entertaining. Friday Night Tykes. Give it a chance.
What's it on?
I think it's on the Roku channel. I don't even know if it's on a real streaming platform, but I have a Roku on. That's how I'm watching it.
Okay. For Pride Month, I am going to be recommending gay movies for the next couple of episodes. So this week I'm gonna start with "But I'm a Cheerleader." 1999. You got a young Natasha Lyonne, young Clea Duvall, RuPaul is in this movie, Melanie Linsky is in this movie. It's about a family that sends their teenager to a conversion camp, a gay conversion camp, because they think she's gay. It's not a sad movie though. It's lighthearted, it's funny, satirical, very campy, really cute. I saw it when I was probably in my like early teens, and it didn't realize how relevant it was, obviously. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's on Paramount Plus right now.
I jokingly wish myself a happy Pride, and I didn't wish you happy Pride. Happy Pride Month. I do like NSYNC though. Oh, that wraps up episode 13. And you know what? We did it. We're here.
Barely, barely.
Barely, yeah. That voice probably needs a break. But we appreciate the folks who have supported Corinne's mom.
Shout out.
What'd be hilarious is if your mom was just listening to that bitch every day. Like you got 7 listens for the week, and it's just your mom. Like, you know what? Let me give this shit another gander. Uh,
She was she was live texting me today, listening to the episode.
Oh, so shit. It was all gravy then before today because she listened to it for the first time today. Shit. So if we got 4, it's 3 other people. But we appreciate people who are supportive. And if you're not supportive, what are you waiting on?
Fuck you. I'm not gonna be a host like that.
It's okay. Hey, being supportive is free, and so is staying fly. And with that being said, we're out of here.